Matthew. Thank you, John, for once again stepping up and sharing a nice speech with us. And I think this is a great project, the leadership project. It's one of the more informative projects in the Pathways curriculum because it exposes us to a lot of different leadership styles and then has us think about how they apply to us. And that's just what John has done. He comes up with a lot of conviction that he's going to share something important with us. And we feel that right from the start. He's thoughtful, reflective, and that comes out in a style that he's developed, which makes wonderful use of pace. It's something that Richard talked about. Leave some space between the words. John has a style that's kind of rhythmic, but it's a style all his own, and he's really learned to be effective with it. I was particularly impressed that he thought of leadership not just in terms of me being the boss of people or telling them what to do, but as a journey of self-discovery, something that he was doing, taking on leadership roles to explore leadership in terms of how he would do with it, how it would make him feel, how he might do better with it. I thought that was a tremendous point of view on leadership. And he's been a leader of a bunch of organizations, including two that he named, being president of the Local Democratic Society and being president of this club. I like the way that he presented the first one, in which he explained that he took this on and then what he'd learned from it. I think I would have liked to have heard more symmetry in terms of the way that his very important role with this club was announced. Perhaps I'm just being selfish because from the point of view of this club, we think of his role in this club as being very important. But maybe present what those roles are and then talk about how both roles affect or reflect his leadership style. It was interesting to hear that John described himself as a problem solver. I think that's a great approach to leadership. And I certainly hope that John is able to continue to add other dimensions to his leadership, because we'll all benefit from that. In terms of some of the mechanics of speaking, I thought of what Richard was talking about of letting arms relax and hang down to the side. I know that would be very tough for me to do. Part of it being my Italian background and a natural desire to talk with my hands. But part of it just being a little tense. My hands do want to come up here. I think that John has some of that going on as well, where his hands are in here. But he's made a lot of progress with that, because we used to see gestures that were very tight, and now they were more open. And we also saw some explicit demonstrative gestures, again, of a type that Richard mentioned, such as counting out and enumerating things. Well done. Excellent voice that projects very well. And there's really nothing that John can't do as a leader. I appreciate his openness to invite all of us to contribute to his leadership style by giving him suggestions. That's very generous, and I'll take you up on that. Thank you.